everybody, it's going to start.
Well, that's true. But, you know, it took... Who did that?
Hey.
Welcome to the English show, everyone, where we're getting ready for Valentine's Day. I'm Vicki, and I'm an English teacher, and I'm here at Simple English Videos with my friend Fluency MC.
Hey, Vicki. Thank you. I'm also a teacher, and like Vicki, I make videos, and we're really happy to come together to bring you the English show with Jay Silver.
Where are you, Jay? Jay is my husband, and he's behind the scenes.
I'm right here in the control room, and I'll be running the show from up here using all of these monitors and all the switches, and I hope we're going to have fun for the next hour.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Now, Valentine's Day is coming, and that's the theme for today's English show.
Very soon, 2 days from now, in the U.S. and some other countries, but not everywhere. So if you could put in the chat box who you are, where you're from, and do you celebrate Valentine's Day? And if you do you have any plans for Valentine's Day? So please introduce yourself so we can see who you are.
So say hello to us in the chat. That would be great. And we'll be looking at that. And I'm hoping, Fluency, to be able to come over to you in Paris. Now, I'm in Philadelphia at the moment, but with any luck, maybe Jay can get me to Paris.
That's what we hope. Let's see.
How am I getting to Paris this week, Jay?
Oh, Vicki, I'm sorry. I've lost my magic wand.
Oh.
You're on your own.
Oh, I'll have to run.
Run faster.
Well done, Vicki. You must be exhausted.
Oh, that was hard work running. I tell you, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired.
Do you like iced coffee?
Oh, I'd love some iced coffee.
Here, have a
Oh.
sip. Ooh, you must be really thirsty. There you go.
Oh, I'll tell you what else I love, Fluency. I'll tell you what else I love. I love Jennifer Lebedev. So eat Jennifer ESL and English with Jennifer. She's fantastic. And luckily, we have her with us today.
I can't believe Jennifer is here. I mean, it's just so exciting to me because she had such great and continues to have great influence on me, on what I do on YouTube, and so really happy to have her here.
Jennifer, we're thrilled to have you here, and you led the way for us both. How are you going to be spending Valentine's Day, Jennifer?
Oh, well, first let me say hello, and thank you so much for having me, guys. Valentine's Day is 2 days away. I'm actually helping my children first because they're in school, so they have to prepare Valentines for their classmates and their teachers. So I have to think of everyone else first, the mail carrier, the teachers.
Okay.
And I do have something small for my husband, too.
Okay. Oh, he's lucky. He's a lucky guy. He's getting a small gift. Now, we've got lots of people joining us today who I know will want to ask you questions. So
but first, let's look at who they are and what they're doing for Valentine's Day. Christina says they do not celebrate Valentine's Day on February 14th, but on June 12th. That's in Brazil. And Yukiko says that in Japan, girls give chocolate to boys.
Oh, that's interesting. Jay
Yes,
would
I believe
like
there's
that one.
another day, White Day in Japan, where the boys give something to girls.
Oh, right. Jay would love it if we had that custom because he loves chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And what have we got? What else have we got?
What else we have is people complaining about my sound. So I guess that's That's
You're
a
going to
problem.
have to try and speak more quietly.
I have to speak quietly. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
try. I'm not very
yeah,
good. I have to try to be like Jennifer. Jennifer's the master at that.
yeah. You've got to speak quietly for
Just
us
try to
today.
relax a little bit
Yes,
like this.
yeah.
Okay,
Gently, that
gently.
lover's voice you need.
But yes, as Vicki was saying, please ask questions in the chat box, things that you'd like Jennifer to answer. And we probably can't ask her all of your questions, but we'll ask some of them. So please do that in the chat box.
Yes. Now, I have a question that I'd like to ask Jennifer. Can you tell us when you started making YouTube videos?
Do you know that later this year will be my 10th anniversary so on YouTube? So I started
Congratulations.
in 2007. 2007, all those years ago. Now I'm telling you my age partly.
10
But
years.
I started because I was in the traditional classroom teaching full time. I also had administrative duties. But when I stepped out, I was writing a book and I had my second child. I wasn't ready to go back full time. And so my husband was the one who said, "Hey, check out this thing called YouTube." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I started experimenting in the summer of 2007. And that's how it all started.
Wow. That's really interesting. And what do you like most about making videos?
I think, like, be it virtual or a traditional classroom, it's always about learning. And so I know there's been so much that I've learned to do, how to be a teacher slash video maker. And I love the challenge of trying to use new tools to do what I love, which is teaching. And I love the interaction. Some people think, well, it's not exactly the same. It isn't, but yet I love the contact that I can have with so many different people. And with each year, there's new ways to interact with my viewers.
Yeah. We've got a lot of questions coming in
Can
the
I ask
chat.
one?
Yeah, go on for it.
I'll try.
Mustafa says, Jennifer, I've been learning English for quite a while. When I've reached near the advanced level by now, I feel my progress becomes slow. Any advice?
Oh, I think we all could give some advice there. You know, Mustafa, you're not the only one. Lots of people, they ramp up real fast. They go from beginner, they hit intermediate, and then they're intermediate for quite some time. How do you get to advanced? And then how do you get to even higher levels? You know, always think of language as a whole. You can't just study one skill and think that brings you to fluency. It all works together. You need to give some time to pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and people sometimes, even though they want to speak a lot, you can't discount the value of writing. You know, even if it's writing a couple lines for yourself in a journal every day, it's using the language. Writing has value too, from email just to writing a few sentences in a journal of some sorts. You know, making use of the language and all four skills.
That
Reading,
sounds
writing.
very sensible. And it is, I think, Mustafa, that's a very common problem. And it's something that a lot of people face. But it's you can overcome it.
Use the language. Use the language in a meaningful way. There are plenty of opportunities online. Like right now, you're interacting with us.
That's a great way. And I'd like to suggest that, actually. The English show is a great place to take your level up, keep it going up. And we've got regular practice here, and we've got fluency.
Regular exposure.
And we've got great guests, so you definitely want to keep watching the English show.
You mentioned the word overcoming. Manuel's question is, Jennifer, what do you recommend to overcome the fear of speaking?
Oh, I've been there, done that. I have studied other languages, some more successfully than others. And for a while, I remember being the quiet student in the Russian classroom because I was afraid to speak. My classmates were more confident, faster. And I even talked to the teacher about that, saying, I don't know even how to find my way into this classroom conversation. You have to get over the fear and just take the risks, and not worry so much about what people think about you, your mistakes. You just have to get your ideas out there. Even with mistakes, you can still communicate. And with time, there will be fewer mistakes and more accuracy. Talk aloud to yourself. You're allowed to do that in your home, you know. Talk aloud and just practice putting your thoughts into words and saying them out loud. Get used to speaking in English. And there are opportunities. One platform Vicki and I have been on in the past few weeks and months is called Seymour, and there's a tool there with audio recording, and students have been posting audio responses for me to listen to. So you just need to find platforms with opportunities and push that fear aside, and know that especially in those environments with other learners and teachers like Fluency and Vicki and myself, we're there to support you. There should be no fear. We'll welcome your efforts, and there's good support there. Just get over the fear and know we're there to support you. We welcome your efforts, and it will get easier in time.
I'll tell you something else that's happening, Jennifer. I know you haven't got time to look at the chat, but something else that's happening is people are telling us Jennifer is one of the best teachers on the internet. And
the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. I started learning with Jennifer, and I love her so much. All these wonderful comments are coming in.
Thank you, everyone.
Really nice.
I think everybody appreciates you. And as a teacher, I appreciate you as well for getting out there and showing us how it's done and how it can be done.
And know that I'm a learner too. I mean, it's one thing to teach, but to teach through new platforms, I've made my mistakes and had my weaknesses, and I try to overcome them too. So just as if you show courage, I'll show courage. And I keep going each year trying to get better as a video maker on YouTube. So please, you keep trying and I'll keep trying too.
One thing I just want to say is so special I feel about Jennifer is that, a lot of teachers who make YouTube videos say that they want to keep in communication through with their learners, and they sometimes try and just can't really do it. Jennifer's one of those rare teachers on YouTube that if you leave a comment, if you have a question, she is right there to keep the conversation going and to support you. So I just want to thank you, Jennifer, on behalf of all the English learners I see who talk about that. About you. You have this reputation, well-deserved reputation, for someone that keeps things very interactive.
I try. I feel it's so important, even through, as you know, video is a very unique form, a very unique tool for teaching, but it doesn't mean that we can't have interaction with our learners, and that's part of the learning experience. It's this sort of exchange and dialogue with our learners.
There's a question here that sort of echoes one of the questions we had earlier. It's from To Meow, To Meow, To.
Love it.
And they might be a cat lover. And they say, I'd like to know how to get rid of my Czech accent. I watch films, listen to the radio, do some pronunciation exercises, but I can't see any progress.
One thing to point out, though, is what is a realistic goal, and that could be the difference between accent elimination and accent reduction. And I really believe that accent reduction is what we should value more. If that's your goal to sound exactly like a native speaker, that's okay, but remember, it's all about communication. And as long as you communicate clearly and accurately, you can be successful, even with an accent. My husband is here with me. We came in 2001. He's very, very fluent, but still makes small mistakes and has a bit of an accent, but he is very successful in this country, and he's something to be proud of. You can be successful even with a small accent. So your goal should be to reduce it so that there are no misunderstandings. And then I think you're doing all the right things. Exposure to many different models is good, from American to Australian to British. Expose yourself to the different accents. You can have a unique accent, a blend of some, as long as it's clearly understood. Listening and then repeating and comparing and evaluating how you sound. So when you do watch the films, people do often that shadowing technique where you listen to an actor, you repeat. Sometimes you turn off the sound and you try to speak for the actors. Very good exercise. Record yourself, though. Play it back and evaluate how closely do you sound to the actor.
Also, I think something else that might be happening with meow, 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 too, meow, too. Sometimes when we're making progress, we don't feel it ourselves.
I was going to say
Yeah. So we think, oh, I haven't, it isn't going up. But actually, it is going up. It's just we're not conscious of it.
And you know what, Vicky?
Absolutely.
It's also knowing what to focus on. For example, there could be certain sounds that trouble people. The common ones, the TH, the R, the difference between a long E and a short I, eat and it. And yet, I've said this before, that I really feel that what makes your language, your speech sound more natural is most likely in the intonation, which are more of the musical qualities of it. Fluency does teaching the natural rhythms. American English is so important. And right now on YouTube, I decided to focus very heavily and thoroughly on intonation, not just simple rises and falls, but how do you speak in long sentences? And so you can't individual sounds for clarity, that's good, but I do think there a lot of emphasis should be given to rhythm and intonation.
I think you'd agree with that, wouldn't you, Fluency?
So much. You know, it's gone now in the chat, so I'm sorry I can't get your name, but I will get your question because it relates to this. Someone said, when do you, I'm paraphrasing, but when do you stop thinking about intonation and thinking about thought groups? And I think this is really important. I talk a lot about this. I just want to say one thing about it, and then Jennifer, I want to hear what you have to say. But I think it's really great to watch people like Jennifer talk about intonation and how the language sounds, get you to notice it. And then the next thing I think is, get a lot of natural input from TV shows, from songs, from videos, and then stop thinking about that. Like, you want to think about how it works, but then you also just want to relax and get practice this way.
Yeah.
Well said, Fluency. It's the 3 R's that you tell us about. The relax, repeat, remember. That's what it's about. There, both in studying and in teaching, there are times to focus and to, even especially with pronunciation, there is a time, there is a place for drilling and repetition. But then you have to step away from that and just get to meaningful. Little by little, all of that repetition and drilling should transfer little by little. And as Vicki said, you may not notice it happening. It will be gradual. It's not that you wake up one day and you hit a new level. It's a gradual process. And that's true of any of the skills. That's why I feel it's so important to give attention to everything: pronunciation, grammar, writing, all of it. There are times for focused practice, and I do that in my lessons. Then there are times for the meaningful production.
Yeah. There's a comment here from Christina, and she says, I try not to obsess about my Brazilian accent.
Yes.
It's echoing what you were saying before, isn't it? She says, because I know I can get my meaning across.
Yes.
And I think that's what you were talking about before with having realistic goals.
That's the key.
And do something that's fun for you. If it's music, then do the songs. If it's poetry, listen to some poetry. If you're into reading, I post short reading texts in the Oral Reading Fluency series. I mean, try different ways of practicing, but it's speaking aloud and getting comfortable with your own voice speaking in English.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do this all day.
Well, Vicki, let's tell people where they can go. If you don't already know, look in the description box to connect to Jennifer. If you're a student, you can check out her videos, and also on Seymour. And then teacher, she's got a great blog. So all the information is in the video box.
Yes. So easy to find Jennifer. We should be asking her to tell us. Give us a rundown of all the places where people can find.
Well, first and foremost, YouTube. And it's been a question like, what are you, English with Jennifer? Are you Jennifer ESL? My username is Jennifer ESL. And then across my platforms, I have English with Jennifer. So English with Jennifer is site, and my website has resources, exercises, links, and then since last year I've been on Twitter and on Facebook. You can find the links both on YouTube and through my website. So join me on Twitter. Something I'm doing and I've enjoyed doing for the past year is Monday through Friday I post a daily pic photo, and I ask short questions, and people tweet their ideas, and I tweet back, and by the end of some new vocabulary. And then if you still follow over to see more, by Saturday morning we do a review, and there's audio there so you can hear the words pronounced and even repeat the model sentences yourself, create your own examples. On Facebook, I'm also posting daily tasks for people to try, and I do my best to offer suggestions. So between Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Seymour in the English room,
What
you
is the
can get a
link
good amount of practice with me
for
free.
Seymour?
I'll type it in the chat. How's that?
There you go.
I'll put it in.
It's also in the YouTube description, right? For the
Yes.
video.
Oh,
We'll
yes.
have everything.
Yes. I can. Do you know, I might not have put Seymour in yet, but I'll do that because
can
I'm
add
on
it.
Seymour too.
Vicki's there too, so join
Yeah.
us. There are a few teachers there, and you can practice with us every day.
That's right. I'm always impressed because I see Jennifer posting every day on Seymour. This Jennifer never stops. But Fluency, what are we doing next, Fluency? Speaking
We have conversation time.
Oh, where is it?
Well, I think
It
it's
It looks
coming.
like there's some gremlins in the system.
There we go.
Okay. So sometimes the path of love doesn't run smoothly. And today's conversation is about a time when it wasn't running smoothly for Jay and I. Jay, who's operating the machinery today, if you don't know, is my husband. I'm British and he's American, so we often miscommunicate. No,
So sometimes there's a problem with the love machinery. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that you're going to see us having an argument, all right? And I've got some questions for you. Where am I? Yes, you're going to see me when I'm angry with Jay. All right. You
Okay.
don't know why I'm angry. That's irrelevant. But I'm angry with him. And I want you to listen and try to hear two words that I use when I'm angry, or when we say we're angry. So two words you can use instead of angry. And then the other thing to listen for is, how does he solve the problem? All
So there are
right?
two things to listen for. Can I make sure?
Yeah.
I'm following you. I want to make sure all of you are following. So first, there are two words in this conversation. We're going to watch the video. To mean angry. You need to try to listen for those two words. Yes?
That's right.
And the next thing is also how there's a problem in this conversation. How does Jay solve the problem? Yes?
Exactly. Great job.
All right.
Vicky's mad at me. So how was your day?
Don't talk to me. I'm very cross with you.
Would you like some tea?
No, thank you.
Flowers? Let me give you a foot rub.
Oh, a foot rub. Ooh, that's lovely. I love you.
I love you too. Foot rubs are very effective.
So, I wonder if you picked up those two words that mean angry. We've got Vicky's, what's that word? And don't talk to me, I'm very, and I didn't say angry, I used other words there. And Jay offered me, what did he offer me next? He offered me something, and I said, And then he said, let me give you a foot rub. Oh, a foot rub. Because foot rubs are very, and then Jay used another word. Did you get those words? Let's answers. Okay, we've got Jay's mad at me, and don't talk to me, I'm very cross with you. Mad is an interesting word because in British English, we often use it to mean crazy. mad, insane, not. But in American English, it's used, I think, more often to mean angry. Is that right, Jennifer?
Yes, I agree with you, Vicki. If I use the word, I mostly mean angry. Are you mad at me? What did I do? But in certain expressions, it could mean crazy as well, like he's driving me mad, driving me wild, perhaps.
Oh, okay. And what about the word cross? I think that's quite normal in American English as well.
I wouldn't personally use it. I'd stick with mad. I think mad is much more common in English.
It might be more of a British, more common, more frequent in British.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, the next word we had, of course, what did Jay give me? He gave me flowers. And notice that word that Jay used at the end. Foot rubs are very effective. Effective means it brings about the result, often the result that you want. So if something is effective, it brings a good result. Says, and so we're going to. I'm just wondering, Jennifer, do foot rubs work for you as well?
Oh, yes, I wish I could get one more often. But you know what I had for the first time last year was a head massage. And boy, that was amazing. So a neck massage,
So
a neck rub,
if you're
a
for
head
Valentine's Day
massage was
ideas,
really
people,
amazing.
you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can just give your loved one a head massage or a foot rub.
Well, I sit there going, oh, I'm loving it. Now, actually, I have a question about that. A student wrote to me a little while ago, and you know how we say, I love you, I love foot rubs. And we use love actually in the simple form. I might say, or I think I'd said in a video something like, and they wrote and said, Vicki, can you say that? So I wanted to ask you about that, Jennifer.
It's not just rules, it's more guidelines. You understand what the standards are and you follow the standards most of the time, but you have to be accepting of variations, and this is one of them. Usually you're right. Feeling states, we use the simple present. We don't put them in progressive forms usually, but I think McDonald's in their advertising they've helped make this phrase more acceptable. I'm loving it to mean I'm enjoying every minute of it. So it's more focusing on something temporary, like right at this moment of my life. It's really good and I'm enjoying it very much.
Yeah, because that's a key thing about that progressive form, isn't it? Very often it indicates that an activity is temporary, has a limited duration. I have some questions that I want to ask our viewers about it's sort of related to their relationships. Now, maybe you're married to the ideal husband or the ideal wife, but if that would be nice. What qualities?
Well, if you are, either way, tell us.
Either way, what qualities? Ideal husband, wife, boyfriend, or girl. So what about
the personality character?
Yeah,
right.
That's right. So tell me, Fluency, what's the most important quality that your ideal wife would have?
It's a great question. You 2 or 3?
Yeah, go on.
Qualities. Yes, qualities. Okay, I'm going to patience and understanding. They kind of go together.
So patience in the sense that they will give you time. They won't rush you to do things.
Yeah.
They will sit.
Be just themselves also, their style.
Yeah.
I think for everyone around them, and including me. And then I think communication is so important. So a willingness, ability to open up and talk about things, and sense of humor. Super important.
I think that's let's see what Jennifer thinks.
Oh, I agree with fluency. Those are my standing. I'd change communication to conversation because I think a good relationship is one long conversation. So the first date I had with my husband, it was like an all-night conversation. We just couldn't stop talking. We had a lot to say. So I think just being able to talk to someone and just naturally finding topics and always being ready to start a new one. So yeah, communication / conversation, and then a sense of humor, somebody who's willing to see a difficult situation and humor to lighten it. And
You've just reminded me of a saying that goes something like, the biggest erogenous zone in the body is the brain.
Yeah.
totally, you have to be
How about
stimulated.
you?
Or for me, I think probably, I like sense of humour. I think I'd kill Jay otherwise. No, I think probably tolerance.
Ooh.
Yes, I think you have to be tolerant to be married to me.
I think everyone has to be tolerant to be married to anyone else.
But you have to put up a lot with a lot. I'm not easy to be married to, I know. I could be quite difficult, so you have to be tolerant. What do you think the ideal qualities are? Yes, Jay.
We'll make it quick though, because we have so many coming in the chat, and we definitely want to see what they have to say. We've got Yukiko saying sincerity and honesty. A bunch of people saying honesty, and that is a huge one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Empathy. There's so many here. I'm sorry if I'm not getting all your names. Vicki, if you catch some, please.
Yes. Here we go. Essam says optimism, cheerfulness, and being faithful, of course. I guess that's tied in with honesty as well.
Being faithful, faithfulness, yeah.
But cheerfulness is a good
says
one.
a strong personality to complete me, respect me, love me, everything in the world. Ooh, that's very beautiful the way she wrote that.
Tall order.
I want to go back to that one that Essam's cheerfulness, because that's really important, isn't it? You want them to bring sunshine into your day.
Respect, Matty says.
Yeah. It's ever funny, says Birgit.
So again, that cheerfulness.
Oh, but she says that's annoying. That can be annoying. She says her husband complains.
If there's too much. Don't be too cheerful.
I think he's very lucky, Birgit. I know how lucky he is.
Empathy, I see a lot of that too. Yeah, that's really understood. Whether we call it understanding, empathy, yeah, very important.
And
great. Thanks, guys. Really good answers.
Marat says, I think the people in a relationship have to allow each other to have some me time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
that's part of respect too.
So that's why Jay has to be tolerant when I say, go away.
All right. So Vicki, what's next?
What's next? Okay, let's have a look. I think we should have a game. Okay, this game is a game because it's got a time limit on it. And, I haven't got my stopwatch with me, but I'm going to count in my head, right? I'm only going to give you 10 seconds each to answer a question. And these are the questions are all to do with love. Love, all right?
Make sure you say it that way, guys, and you can do this too. Love.
right. So the way this game works is I'm going to give you a topic, some sort of category, and we're going to start with Jennifer, and I'm going to press the button. I'm going to count to 10 in my head, and then I'm going to press it when 10 is up. And in between, Jennifer has to give me as many words as she can that fits that category. So,
and people in the audience, right? English show viewers, they can also play along.
they should play
Correct.
along. We want you to play along as well. Type your answers in the chat. I must tell you, this game is actually really hard to play because
Is
it's
it?
very hard to think of words quickly. I'm only going to give you, I'm only going to count to 10.
So can we review how
Yeah.
it's going to go? Okay, so you're going to give Jennifer 10 seconds, and in that 10 seconds, she has to say as many words as she can think of a category. So you're going to announce the category and then 10 seconds.
That's right. And then I'm going to do the same with you. But we hope everybody will write their answers in the chat as well. All right?
Please.
And all these questions are to do with love. All right? So, Jennifer, are you ready for your first question?
I'm ready.
Okay,
I'll do my
good.
best.
Okay. Now, of course, the heart is the place where love comes from in the body, we say. And the heart is an organ of the body. You have 10 seconds to name as many organs of the body as you can.
Oh boy, I'm not a medical student. Lungs, you have intestines, large intestine, small intestine. And are eyes organs? I think eyes are organs. I think our skin is an organ.
Time's up. It goes very
10
quickly.
seconds is quick.
Well, I was counting in my head. Okay, so we've got lungs, and we had, I don't know if, what was it? And the brain is an organ. Jay,
I said eyes and skin.
and skin. Do you know, I don't know if they're organs or not. Let's have a look, Jay.
Skin is, I remember that from
Skin is, okay,
biology
so
class.
you get...
Eyes, I don't know. Sure.
We're
Skin is the
going to
largest organ.
we're going to give Jennifer the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give her 3 points for that.
Oh wait, I said large and small
Get special
intestine.
guest star privilege here.
Oh, did you say large and small intestine as well? Then you get 5.
Yes, you gotta,
That's amazing. Now, we've got some suggested answers here, look. Liver,
boy.
kidneys, lungs, that's those bits that you breathe, the sacs where that fill up with oxygen when you breathe, your stomach, your intestines, which is where we digest our food, our brain, our pancreas, I don't know what that does. Okay, all right then. So those are some body organs. Right, are you ready for your question now, Fluency?
yeah, but can we first look at the chat?
Oh,
Looks
yes.
like a lot of people chose, brain, lungs, stomach, heart, kidneys. Yeah, lots of great answers.
Now, Jennifer,
Yeah.
you were unlucky because if you'd chosen liver, which Cecile got 4 of them. She's very quick, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
If you'd chosen liver, then you would have got an extra point because that was the first word that Jay suggested.
Ah.
All right, but hard luck, you didn't. Okay, Fluency, you're going to have trouble beating Jennifer, I think.
I think. And I'm getting the same question?
No, you're getting a different one. Oh, come on.
Is there a special bonus for guessing Jay's?
Yes, you get an
sounds
extra
good.
point.
Okay.
All right, then.
Hey, Jay, what did you say, man? Come on. Tell me in my headphones.
Okay, now this one's going to be right up your street, Fluency.
Is it?
It's going to be almost tailor-made for you. You are going to love it. I
Makes me wonderful.
want you to name some collocations
Ooh.
with the word heart. So words you commonly see in front of the word heart.
Follow your heart, broken heart, break someone's heart, a good heart, eat your heart out.
Oh,
That's not
good. I think you got 5 there. Well done. We've got, and there were some, I knew you'd be good at that one.
Yeah. That's not really fair to our guest star. She's not like a medical student. Hello.
Oh, it's all right. She's very, very good herself. So, Jay, can we look at some suggested answers? You got a lot of these, Fluency. Jay came up with by heart. When we
Ooh,
learn
that's nice.
something by heart, we can just recite it without thinking.
Talk about that one a lot. That should have been the first one that I thought of.
But heart attack, heart disease, heart rate, broken heart, follow your heart, you suggested. And a sinking heart, when we're worried or we hear bad news, sometimes our heart sinks. A heavy heart when we're depressed. A change of heart when we change our mind.
That's a good one.
Okay, are you ready for your next one, Jennifer?
Yes, pressure is on.
Okay,
What's the score? What's the score?
5-5. It's equal
Oh, wow.
scores at the moment.
All right.
But Jennifer could do very well on this one because she's actually made a video about it.
Oh no.
And this is people.
How many years ago?
Well, anyway, let's see if you can do it and see how your memory is on it. There are lots of terms of endearment that we use, pet names that we have for our husband, our wife, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, or sometimes we use them with children. For example, I might call Jay darling. All right? How many more of those terms of endearment can you think of, Jennifer? All right?
Question.
Sweetie, baby, honey, darling, stud muffin, bear, honey bear, cutie pie, sweetie pie.
Oh my goodness, she was fantastic.
Wow.
Beat that fluency. That was amazing.
She kicked my butt.
How many do you think she got? I think it was about that. I'll have to give a rough estimate there. I think it was about 10.
Counting. Sorry, that should have been my job.
Could you count next time?
All the things that my children would say, don't say that, don't call me that.
Make sure they don't watch the broadcast.
I got these terms of endearment. Let's look at some of the answers. Jennifer, you talk about a lot of these things in your video.
Cutie pie. Oh, Bunny, I love Bunny. Benny. Honey Benny. Pumpkin. Cupcake. Cupcake. Does Jay call you Cupcake?
Jay, have you ever called me Cupcake? I don't think so.
Very interesting question, Jennifer. I don't know. I think you talked about this a bit, but are these for men to use for women, or women to use for men, or both? I guess it depends on the word, doesn't it?
Yes. Please watch the video. I do believe I gave some commentary on that because it's so important. You have to be careful using cupcake. So some you would use for children, honey, sweetie, sweetie pie. You could use those for your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse as well, but at least those ones we could use with children as well. I think like stud muffin, definitely that's for a man.
Oh, and that's interesting because our friend Craig in Spain has written in saying stud muffin, and Craig is
I don't know where that
British,
came from.
and he's like me because I'd never heard of stud muffin either, but I could call Jay stud muffin.
You're stud muffin.
For me, stud muffin is less of a term of endearment and more of like, ooh, that hot guy I saw at the mall. He was a stud muffin.
No, you can say, come here, my stud muffin.
I love it. And there are some great suggestions in the chat as well. Honey, rabbit, kittens are cute, they've pointed out, yes. Excellent, okay. Well done, Jennifer. Well, you've got a task to keep up with her now, Fluency. So
Yeah, I thought I'd get one more. And she had like 1,000 or something.
Okay, well, your next one, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Is love. It's a strong emotion. What other strong emotions are there?
Oh, let's see. Envy, hate, anxiety, passion. That's kind of like love.
Oh, good. You got 4 there, I think.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so. And let's open them up. Yes, hatred, excitement, elation. You had another one which was envy, which was good. It means jealousy, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Were there any others here that you said? I think
No,
you
a
said.
lot I wish I said. Wow, some good ones here. What's the bonus one? Is that hatred?
Yes, I think
Said
you
hate.
said. Oh,
So
well
do I
then,
get half an extra bonus point?
no, you get a full extra bonus point for that. There you go. So we'll give you 5 there. Okay, are we ready for the next round? The next one. Now, hopefully the relationship goes well, and maybe you decide to get married, and then there is a wedding. All right. So, Jennifer, 10 seconds on.
But before you said, Jennifer and I are already married, so I'm not sure what you mean. But
So, Jennifer, you have
Yes.
10 seconds on things you find at a wedding.
Bouquet, bride, groom, flowers, the dress, the garter, the minister to say the words, perhaps, or justice of the peace, music,
Oh
rings.
my goodness! Stop! She's on fire.
yeah,
She's on fire today. I think she
I
got
don't stand a
about
chance.
8 there.
I
know.
have a video on that. I was recalling the video. It's actually like 2 or 3 parts because there's so much to say about weddings.
She's going to be
It's
so.
not really fair because she has a video on every single topic ever.
We could never beat her, could we?
Yeah.
Fluency.
No.
She's got so many good videos.
You need
Yeah.
a wedding wrap.
That's a good one. I need
Okay.
to think about that.
So a lot of these things you mentioned, and you mentioned champagne. Also, you get a bonus point. I'm going to put you up to 9.
I don't think I said champagne. Not at
She
the wedding. I was
certainly
thinking
did
church.
not.
You
Vicki,
don't
what
have
are you doing here?
champagne at the
Bonus
wedding.
points up for.
She said garter. Oh, should we tell people what a garter is?
Yes.
What's a garter?
Well, that's, I guess, I don't know which countries would have that, but my own wedding had a mix of American and Russian traditions. So that was one of the American traditions where the woman wears a blue garter around her thigh. So garters traditionally would hold up the stockings. They're elastic. And so at a wedding, one of the traditions is for the new husband to take the garter off his wife and toss it in the air to all the single men, the bachelors, and whoever catches it is the next one to be married.
Oh, nice one. Nice one. The same thing works with the bride's bouquet, doesn't it? She tosses
yes.
it to the single women.
Ladies.
Single
Yeah.
ladies. All the single ladies. Da 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 da. All the single ladies. And the
That
one who,
song is often at weddings, so. The
Yeah.
DJ. Nobody said the DJ.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That's a reception. I was thinking wedding ceremony, not reception.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, right, Fluency, here comes your one.
Okay.
Still on the subject of weddings, I want you to give me words and phrases you might hear at a wedding.
Ooh.
I do. You may now kiss the bride. I now pronounce you husband and wife. I love you. That's not really wedding specific. That's way more than 10 seconds, so I'm going to stop.
Okay, let's see what we've got. I think we'll allow I love you. You should hear that at a wedding. Yeah. And do you really want to do this, was Jay's answer.
Wow.
But all that things, you may kiss the bride, you got as well. Fluency, yes. And yes, I do. And will you take this man or woman? That's right. Okay, let's do another one.
Hey, Vicki, can I insert a quick little comment? I was teaching the other day and I came across the word beloved. And then I found out, my student and I were searching, and we realized there's 2 pronunciations, beloved, beloved. And so dearly beloved, or do we say dearly beloved, Jace? At the wedding, what do you hear?
I think beloved, although I have to say the weddings I've been to the last few years have been kind of less traditional. So I'm not sure that they even said that phrase.
So dearly beloved, I think, is what we'd
Yeah.
say. And I think as a noun then, when you're referring just to a noun, dearly beloved. But my beloved son, my beloved, her beloved husband, adjective.
sounds right.
Just a noun. 2
I think it
pronunciations.
changes with the context. I think beloved might be a sort of biblical term, and it gets a biblical pronunciation of its own when
Dearly
it's
beloved.
used in that context. I think. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Okay, so here we go. Jennifer, this is your last... Oh, no, Jace. Fluency. Fluency.
No,
Where
I think
am
it's
I?
Jennifer's turn.
It's Jennifer, good. Okay, Jennifer, this is your last question, all right?
Okay.
For you, I want some common collocations, right? Common collocations with the word love. So adjectives that can describe love.
Puppy love, young love. Isn't there a spring, fall love? New love? I'm blanking.
Okay. Well, you did very well anyway. Good one. Okay, puppy love. That was a good one. In fact, that was Jay's word as well. Puppy love. We've got some examples, haven't we, Jay? True love, free love, hopeless love. I live in Philadelphia, and the word Philadelphia is Greek for brotherly love. That's where the name of the city comes from. And your last question, Fluency, all right, is, you're going to love this one. It's designed for you. I want songs with love in the title.
Oh my God. Love Me Do, Can't Buy Me Love. These are all Beatles songs. Love to Love You Baby, Love Shack.
Okay, good one. You could have gone on for hours.
Probably.
It's one of the famous signs of songwriters, isn't it? There are lots of Beatles ones. Can't Buy Me Love. Yes.
Look at that list.
Can't Help Falling in Love. And I could have written lots more. Okay, well, I'm afraid, Fluency, that Jennifer was the clear viewer there.
Yes,
Clear
agree.
winner.
I think I saw a couple people in the chat. I saw someone say Jennifer's better.
She's so good. And I think the reason is, like you said, she's made a video about everything.
Yes, I think that's the trick. I'll get there one of these days.
No, Fluency has me beat on collocations.
There are lots of good ones in the chat as well. Eternal Love. I think I forgot that one. Love Me Tender as a song has come up. Yes. That was a famous Elvis Presley song, wasn't it?
That's a pretty splendid thing. Yeah, wow, some great stuff in the chat.
Yeah. Love is a many splendid thing. Oh, Christina, you get the Jay's bonus point.
Christina got the bonus point.
Okay, so I think we've done that, but that's put me in the mood for a rap, Fluency.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Dum da dum 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 dum.
Once again, it's
Fluency.
MC.
Fluency.
MC. Once again, it's
Fluency.
MC.
Grammar through lyrics.
Kick it.
Kick it.
Kick it.
Right.
Here we go. So, Fluency, what have you got lined up for us today? Tell us about the rap.
Well, it should be no surprise that we are going to do a rap to practice some love vocabulary. And I have a Valentine's Day rap. It's called It's Valentine's Day. And Vicki kindly, wonderfully made a shorter version for our show today to practice. And if you like it, then you can check out the full video for It's Valentine's Day on my YouTube channel.
I'll put the link to it here.
Oh, good. Excellent. And so if you're new to the English show, or if you come each week, I'll just remind you, what we do is play the song and the video as you get introduced to it. Then I like to practice with you, right? A little slower like this for pronunciation, to remember the words, and then do the video again and practice that way. So let's check out the video for It's Valentine's Day.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day. The day when you find the time and the way to say the things that you feel to the love of your life. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband or your wife. Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day. The day when you find the time and the way to say how deeply you love and adore your sweetie pie, the one, your honey, that special gal or guy.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So we've got
So-
the lyrics there.
And Jennifer, as our special guest, would you be willing to practice with me?
Yes, if you follow, or if you lead, I will follow.
Cool. All right. Well, everybody, let's go, because it's one thing to study English, that's important, but to really use English, you need to practice and repeat in a fun way. So let's try it with this song here. First me and then you, like this. Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day. Go.
Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day.
Nice. The day when you find the time and the way.
The day when you find the time and the way.
All right. To say the things that you feel to the love of your life.
To say the things that you feel to the love of your life.
Fantastic, fantastic. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife.
Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife.
All right, continuing on. Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day. Go.
Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. The day when you find the time and the way.
The day when you find the time and the way.
Very good. To say how deeply you love and adore your sweetie pie.
To say how deep you love and adore your sweetie pie.
All right. The one, your honey, that special gal or guy.
Your honey, that special gal or guy.
All right, well done. I hope everybody out there was repeating with me. I want to watch the video again. I just have a question. I think maybe you have, so I'm going to ask Jennifer to help us here. So how about that word gal and that word guy? Tell us about those words a little bit.
Guy could first and foremost refer to a man, like a young man, but we use guys in the plural just to refer to two or more people. Like, hey guys, I might say that to a group of my girlfriends. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
me too. Hey
Right?
guys, girls, or
Gal,
boys.
though, is different from girl, isn't it, Fluency?
Yeah, girl personally is a word I only use for children. I wouldn't call a woman a girl, but I might say gal. I think years ago it was sort of gals and guys, but
Yeah.
now we say guys, like you said, more for women too.
Neither of these words were used much in England, in British English.
That's
but
interesting.
these days we use guy a lot, and I might use it to talk to a group of people, like, "Hello, come on, guys," and they could be a group of men or women or mixed.
So for
You
better
guys.
or worse, American English is having an effect on
Yeah,
English over there, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, should we watch the video again and either just watch and listen, or if you're ready, everybody, try to do it with the video. Let's go.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day.
Jay?
The day when you find the time and the way to say the things that you feel to the love of your life. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife. Hey, 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 it's Valentine's Day. The day when you find the time and the way to say how deeply you love and adore your sweetie pie. The one, your honey, that special gal or guy.
All right.
Lovely.
Well, it's great to see in the chat box people answering my question. Yes, we were repeating, including my husband. Yes, we are, Jace. So thank you. And remember, you can also watch the replay of the English show this week and every week. It's the same link, so you can keep practicing with us.
Saad has written, please invite Mr. Duncan next week.
Ooh, that's interesting, isn't it, Vicki?
I'll invite him. I don't know if we can persuade him to come. Please tell Mr. Duncan to come and join us.
Yes, if you're talking to Mr. Duncan, tell him we really
We
want
would
him to come
love
up.
to have him
I
on
think
the
someone in
English
the
show.
audience today might be coming soon, if I'm not mistaken, and unless that's still a secret.
No, it's not a secret. We've got another guest coming from next week who is here with us now. It's Craig from Mansion del Inglés. And, and we're looking forward to playing some games and having some fun with him next week.
Wonderful.
And Craig's got a wonderful podcast and we can learn more about it. And he's also really good. If there are Spanish speakers or Portuguese speakers, he knows a lot about Latin languages. So.
All right, great. Well, let's thank Jennifer, everybody, for being on the English show. It's wonderful to have you here.
Jennifer.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's been really fun. Thank you so much.
Jennifer.
Would you come back again?
I definitely would come back.
Oh, yay! I hope so, because it's been such fun having you with us, and I know the audience, our viewers, have loved having you here with us. Because everybody loves you. That's the thing.
For good reason.
Yeah.
So, Vicki, anything else we need to tell people before we sign off today?
I want to make sure that you know that you can, if you check the details below, you'll find links to places where you can find Fluency and where you can find me. We both want you to subscribe to our YouTube channels, to meet us on Facebook, join that live English show Facebook group.
That's right. Check us out on Facebook. Come every week. And during the week, especially what Jennifer was saying, Vicki, me, Jennifer, and lots of other great teachers were out there available to help you. So keep following us during the week and catch us every Sunday, same place, same time for the English show.
Okay, we've said thank you to Jennifer. There's one more person we should say thank you to.
A very important person.
Oh, thank you, Jay. You've been brilliant again. He's working hard always behind the scenes. And and so see you all next week, everybody.
Great week. Thanks again, Jennifer. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.